What's up, everyone? YouTube finally works again, so now I can go live. So today we have a unfortunate situation happening in North Dakota today. We will keep an eye on Canada too, because it's also important as we keep an eye on there too. Because if we didn't, then it's not really that cool, you know. They did just issue. Yep, they just issued a particularly dangerous situation watch, which is extremely serious, and that's why, it's something that we need to take in consideration here. All the way from Gillette, you need to watch out if you live in Gillette in Wyoming, all the way up into Canada too. That's where you also get some damaging winds. So right now, places that we are under severe thunderstorm warnings. Then we'll look at the models real quick to see what they say. So right now, if you live, and we're in a bit of a radar hole too, so we can't really see it. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for, where is this going towards? Broadus. So if you live in Broadus, I believe this will head to your area in the next 30 minutes. So stay inside, because it says 1.5-inch hail with it and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And that's that's considerable. You're considering what you should be doing right now. And this is a special weather statement. It's literally borderline severe thunderstorm warning. We have 50 miles an hour winds with penny-sized hail coming into Broadus again. These two storms are like converging, so that's something we need to watch out. And then up in Broadus, where we actually have another severe thunderstorm warning, just to your north, Broadus, this is for 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So if you live in Ekalaka, you really need to be prepared for some, above $half sized hail, which is really serious. You need to take this seriously. This is nothing to mess around with. All right. And now we go into Billings, Montana. So if you live in Billings, Montana here, you are under a special weather statement. So get inside, away from windows, because there's a lot of lightning with this and winds up to 55 miles per hour, and which is borderline severe. So take that as a severe thunderstorm warning here. And last warning we have is for Roundup in Montana. This is for 50-mile-an-hour winds. Again, borderline severe thunderstorm warning. Be prepared. And that's all we have right now. All right, there's going to be a huge area of unfortunate. This is going to turn into a bow, and it's going to be a huge derecho as it goes into here. All right, so now we're going to look at the models, and then we're going to get back into the warnings here. So we're going to go up into north central here. All right, so this is North Dakota. All right, you know what? We should go in the Pacific Southwest. Maybe that will be better for you guys. Yeah, this is a bit better. So look in this side of your screen here. So this is a while ago. All right, so watch. This is a while ago. Then the 20Z. Okay. So, this is 5 p.m. All right, just about now. It's actually, sorry guys. 6 here. So this is gonna be like 4 p.m. Mountain Time. This is 6 p.m. We can clearly see here that there's gonna be some storms starting to develop in Montana. Billings, be prepared. Then you can see how this starts to become a bow echo as it gets in. You can clearly see it around 8 p.m. It starts to get very severe, and then it goes into this, oh no, very, very unfortunate. Look at this bow. This is going to pack what the National Weather Service is saying. 80 to 100 mile an hour winds. Yes, that's something we don't hear too often, all right? And then this bow echo, even though it doesn't look like there's much precip, usually the case is there's not much precip, but you can see that outflow boundary. You can even see the outflow boundary on rate triple R, which literally indicates that there is going to be very strong 80 to 100 mile an hour winds for North Dakota, the western half specifically. Hi, RGM Daniel. How was your day today? Again, if you guys have any questions, you can just comment down below. And up in Canada, where we have that, 7 years we haven't gotten this tornado watch, and it's finally here. So that's a bit interesting here. So that's one of the models. I mean, the NAM is probably going to be really, yeah. The NAM is a little bit too late with it's showing like this bow echo around 9 and then another one. I don't know if that's going to be, I don't think that's going to be the case here. They were just going to get one strong line of storms. The high res model is trying to show something similar. Actually, no. It's kind of showing now where we have those 1 or 2 discrete thunderstorms with potential tornadoes, and then it'll just turn into this is bad. I mean, a huge cluster of derecho winds. I mean, wow, you can look at this right here. Wow, I mean, that's just bad. That's something you don't see that often. I mean, wow. That's something you don't see that often. Sorry if I keep saying it, but that's just crazy. Alright, so now let's look at the outlooks here. So, we're not going to look at the probabilistic. Categorical today. Today, we have a moderate risk for severe weather. Alright? And we have a marginal risk for Alliance here, Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota here, and extreme eastern North Dakota here. But if you live anywhere from Bismarck to Williston, this is where the main threat area is for derecho winds today. And I feel like they should have expanded this moderate risk up past Minot into Mohall and Bottineau, as this derecho is going to be its strongest up here. Alright, so I would kind of shave half of this. Even let me draw it for you so you can understand it better here. Hi AJ Longy, how was your day today? So I'm gonna draw the area here for you guys. So just get rid of this anywhere behind this right here. Just take this off because it's not gonna be too bad. Because I mean, it's gonna be around 60 to 70 mile an hour winds. So I would personally keep the enhanced there. Just the moderate is not necessary right now. Until maybe we will see things come earlier in fruition. Maybe that's why they issued the moderates down here. The moderate risk should really be right in here. Alright, I feel like, because this is where the highest chance for derechos is, even past into Canada. So that's where we're going to have the highest derecho chance. That's why it's serious, alright? That's something we need to watch out for. So that's it for the categorical. Now, the tornado, again, there is a chance, but it's really not that high. There's a 2% chance for a tornado today, anywhere in this area, and it's possible, because with a derecho, you can have spin-up tornadoes in it. It's pretty classical. And now, let's take a look at the wind. Yeah, this is something that is very concerning here. You don't see this, this happens once every 5 to 10 years, you see this type of outlook. We have this, yeah, 45 hatched risk, okay? That is something you don't see. The first wind conditional group is for 60 to 80 mile an hour winds. And then the second conditional risk is 80 to 100 mile an hour winds. So we have that second one. Dickinson is right in slack dab the middle of it. So we need to be really concerned for there. And yep, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning here for what is this for? It's generally rural. We don't have anyone who's in this right now. The population is 2, so there's barely anyone living there. But those 2 people who live in there, just I would be prepared for some serious issues here. So then this storm up here is really, really getting busy here. I think we already have some 60 mile an hour winds here. I really think we do. We can check the velocity, and then I think we will. Hello, guys. For just tuning in, we're looking at a derecho in North Dakota here. Definitely share this to your friends so they can get aware of this situation. Um, Here we have actually some broad rotation here, so this is where we're concerned for a potential tornado. But this generally has a hook on it. Or not, it generally has a bow on it. This might be the start of our derecho here, unfortunately. Again, we have some severe thunderstorm warning coming to Alaska. So if you live in Alaska, get away from windows. Be prepared here, as this storm is coming right towards you. This storm has weakened, thankfully, as you can see the core, and the tops of the cloud have significantly weakened here. I mean, it's still high. It's around 53,000 feet, but it's definitely not as high as it was once, around 60,000 feet. Yeah, it was once around 60,000 feet. So definitely not as high and definitely not as concerning as it once was. Still packing hail up to 1.5 inches. Hello, guys. How was your day today? We are looking at the North Dakota derecho as it's happened. Um, Thank you for joining, everyone. Uh, so if you live in Broadus, you're gonna get a couple rounds of severe weather, and we're gonna mainly focus on you, and then we're gonna focus on Browman, Buffalo, and Baker. Then after those, we're gonna focus on Dickinson, Mock, and Beach, and then Manning, Beulah in North Dakota. These are all North Dakota. Then Williston, Bismarck, Fredson, Harvey, New Rockford, and all the way up into Canada, and all the way into Canada. In fact, how are y'all Canadians doing up here? Um, we have our first blimp up here. So this might actually try to produce a tornado. We'll have to see here. Nothing has happened in this area yet. I think it might be has to do something with the cap right now. Yeah, this is a particularly dangerous situation. It's something you don't see every day. Hello, experiment bag one. How is your day today? Um, so this is really, really. I'm sorry, I'm speechless. This is really crazy. This is just unbelievable. So we have another severe thunderstorm warning now. This is for 1.5 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Guys, these things are getting crazy already here. This is for, where is this for? I can't see anything, but this is going to be on Route 212 in North Dakota. Going on to Route 323 in North Dakota. I'm sure you know where that is if you live in there. That's coming right towards there. This storm is really strengthened. I would not be surprised if they put a severe thunderstorm warning up here. But this, oh god. Yeah, this is going to be a bad day for severe weather. Um, this is already having a bow on it. This is really concerning. Look at this. Yeah, you can already see the start. I mean, it's starting to grow into an upscale developmental destruction. What does red mean? Oh, the red means very strong rain and hail that is in the air falling to the ground. Um, the strongest you can get is white, which is extremely strong winds and hail. And yeah, I was right. They did issue a severe thunderstorm warning here. And for Levia, Bravue, be in your safe spots. All right. This storm here is still strong. It is still strengthening. In fact, all right, and it's having a bow. All right, we already talked about that storm. This storm here is still strong. It's going through some stages right now, but it's nothing to ignore. All right, if you live in Alaska, this is coming right towards you, so be prepared. Miles City, you are getting a thunderstorm. Nothing too serious right now, but it's something we need to keep in our heads that later on the night we could be in a more prone mode for severe weather today or tonight. If you live, this is Canada. You're under a tornado watch orange, so that is medium. All right, yo, what's up, experiment bag one? I don't know who that is, but nice to meet you. So you can see here this dirt, not dirt, oh my god. These showers are going to be the precursor of, this is the boundary. So if any storms latch onto that boundary, it's going to be severe. Um, wow. Yeah, this is something you don't see either. You see these streaks? These are inflow. So that's coming into the storm, only enhancing the wind and bases even more. Um, yeah, this is our, look at all the warnings. This is getting crazy already here. We can actually also look at the models too, which is pretty nice here on WeatherWise, so that's why I like WeatherWise. Um, always so informative. Thanks. You're so welcome. Just tell your North Dakota friends to stay weather aware, as we do have a huge severe weather risk today. Um, very bad day today. And we have another new severe thunderstorm warning for, what is this for? Ekalaka. We have another one because they think this is gonna re-intensify. I gotta go, but but you might have got me into weather, not gonna lie. Oh, thank you. Um yeah, it's definitely a fun thing to be interested in about. Takes time to learn, but you know, it's good. Um so anyways, as we go, let's go into Glasgow. No, we're not under anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a thunderstorm in the next couple minutes here. So definitely stay away from windows here. And we actually got another, alright, so this is not good. If you live in Broadus, we have another, I know, it's annoying. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for Broadus. Alright, in, what is this? This is Montana. So if you live in Broadus, Montana, alright, it's a pretty big town, to be honest. Actually, no, it's small. But it's probably the bigger one in this part of the state here. You can see the bow already starting to develop here, and that's going to be the precursor to a big derecho outbreak in North Dakota. Hello, guys. If you're just joining here, we're looking at a big derecho about to happen in North Dakota. Definitely be prepared, alright? I mean, we can already see it starting to line up here. It's not anything big yet, but something definitely to watch here. Gillette, we are going to get a thunderstorm that may become severe soon, so just keep in mind here, okay? If you live in Bismarck, we're also watching you. If any of you are tuning in from Bismarck here, let's take a look at the outlooks today. Yes, so you're still under the Sig 1, which is 60 to 80 mile an hour winds here. But you're in 30%, so this is no joke for you either. It's just not as impressive just to your north and west here. There are those 45% and those 100 mile an hour winds are likely. Tornado, you are on the borderline of it. Just, I would take it as in you're in it here. So, oh, it's okay. They just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning here. This is the smallest severe thunderstorm warning I've seen in a long time. Ekalaka, we might don't get your hopes up, but we might miss a storm by a little bit. All right, we still might get some heavy rain, but the main core is gonna stay just to your south. We think. Again, we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Again, we have another storm here, 50-mile-an-hour winds coming up to Colstrip. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't see it. So if you live in Colstrip, all right, in the next 30 minutes, you'll be getting the storm 50-mile-an-hour winds, all right? I know it doesn't look too impressive on radar, but it really is in real life, because you're getting these very strong winds, because these are very low-base storms. You can already see here, we already have this. So in Broadus, oh gosh. This is for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, alright? So if you live in Broadus, this is going to be a life-threatening severe weather warning here, because you need to get inside away from windows, because here's Broadus. This storm is going to come right at you, and it's going to potentially knock down trees, power lines. That's why we need to be inside, alright? When you're gone, I think you will be done for the day. Maybe these pop-up showers will come in, but that'll be no big deal. We're just gonna have to get through this Baratus, alright? And then you're done for the day. If Ekalaka, we already talked about that storm. Wibbo, if you live in Wibbo, this is terrible radars over here. We have a thunderstorm developing here. Near beach. It's gonna head up towards Medora. I would definitely put a special weather statement on this. In fact, I'm actually, for this storm over here, I feel so confident that I am going to issue my own severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is not from the National Weather Service. It is from me, and it's just experimental, alright? I mean, I'm just going to put that there, and if I'm right, then I'm right. So you go here. Hi, Joyce Graham, FN9XB. How was your day? If you live here, you gotta be really prepared here. I would put this for 60-mile-an-hour winds and pea-sized hail. Alright, so that's that. Now let's go up. Where should we go next? Should we look at the models? The new HRRR come out now. Composite, no. Radar, okay. Okay, alright, Billings, we have a life-threatening situation right now, okay. Yeah, this is definitely severe. This should definitely be severe. I don't know why. We have this huge line of severe thunderstorms. This is definitely severe. Alright, this was definitely packing 60-mile-an-hour winds and maybe over an inch hail. Billings, take this as a severe thunderstorm warning, because it most likely is. If you live in Shepherd, Huntley, Dexter, you are going to be impacted in Montana, okay? If you live in Roundup, oh, it just expired, never mind. This storm should be watched here. This should be a severe thunderstorm warning, because it is heading towards Route 87, and it already has a bow on it, so we have to watch out for that here, okay? Let's go into Canada, guys. Let's see if there's anything happening yet. No. Again, we're gonna be alive for around an hour, alright? It's just to get you guys warned for the upcoming setup, alright? And then after this, I actually gonna watch some other streams on weather, because my voice is hurting right now. So, as you can probably tell, that's why I'm just trying my best here. So we can see here, already looks like, oh gosh. Already looks like a bow coming into Broadus, so we really need to be prepared if you live in Broadus. I'm surprised there are not 70-mile-an-hour winds on this. I feel like there should, just because of what I can see here. Another reason why I think we have a severe PDS, severe thunderstorm watch, is, again, we talked about those hook echoes, not hook echoes, bow echoes. Oh my god. And those are going to be very strong because it's pushing outflow, so that's why it's so strong. So yeah, we don't have anything right now in Canada. This is a little weird, honestly. I mean, it's not too weird, but I think we'll see storms develop soon. Oh, so do we have any? Oh wait, we have a tornado watch down here in Missouri. Wow, I did not realize that, but okay. So this is another area we're gonna need to watch today. Oh, well, this might be our new focus for now. We already have a hook on this storm for McKinley, Missouri here. So that's something we really need to watch out for. Yeah, that's rotating. Not a lot, but it's there. And down here a bit. So that's something we really need to watch here. Alright, I mean, this is definitely concerning. But that's generally it for this area right now. That's good. Oh, can I get on? Ryan, load, y'all load. No, I can't get it. I have WeatherWise Pro on my phone, but I don't have it on the computer. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, these storms are definitely strengthening here. I would definitely upgrade this to a considerable. But this storm here near Ekalaka is definitely strengthening again, like we expected. It's not heading towards Ekalaka though. It's gonna head just here. It's heading east, and which is a weird storm motion. We didn't really expect that today, but that might be trying to produce potential tornado. We'll have to see. I'm not gonna say it will, but there's a chance. Wow, I mean, this storm up here in Billings, or just north of it, is really strong here. This definitely is producing 60, maybe even 70-mile-an-hour winds here. Yeah, we definitely have some semi-severe storms coming towards Wolf Point. I would be prepared for that here. Yeah, we're starting to get some more showers developing here. Alright, another new severe thunderstorm warning here for an inch and a half hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds here. Definitely be prepared if you live in this area. This might be the start of an actual bow echo here that's going to develop here. These storms are all going to eventually conjoin into one line here. We'll probably end the stream when it all conjoins. Unless if there's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, then we'll obviously be live. But for now, we're gonna go live until it's the hour mark. But if it turns into a bow echo earlier than that, then we'll stay live for maybe an hour or two more. And if it gets really bad, maybe several hours. Again, that's just speculation here. All right. So, oh my god, my voice hurts. This storm is weakening a bit, but again, it's probably gonna strengthen again. I mean, but look at this. You see this? This is the start of something big here. Let's go back down to the Springfield storm here. Oh, I'm fried. Yeah, it still has the hook on it. I mean, honestly, it's something that we need to watch, but right now it's not concerning to the point where we need to take shelter. It's a special weather statement, but I would put maybe a low confidence tornado on this just for Marionville. Marionville, you're gonna be fine, but if you look to your north and west, maybe you'll see a little base. I'm not sure yet, but we could. All right. We need to get storm chasers on. All right, here we go. Are you just focusing the west and midwest? Is the Yeah, if you live in the eastern United States, you are clear. Nothing's happening today. Maybe in the future we'll get some storms, maybe later this week. We'll see. So here is Jaden Pappenheim going towards the derecho here. You can see we already have some blimps developing, but these are just high clouds. So, yeah. And as we expected, Brandon Kopic is moving south here. Oh, he is not doing good right now. This is Freddie McKinney here. Oh, because they're in Canada. That's why we can't see them. Right. Oh no, we can see Corey Gherkin. This is Canada right now. We're watching these storms develop potentially. Um. Yep, there is definitely something bubbling there. Um. We'll have to watch. But that's Canada right now. All right. So yeah. Any questions? Just answer in or oh my god, question in the chat. Yeah, but Jaden Pappenheim is heading towards the main threat near Mino tonight, and you know, it's gonna be bad. Clear skies. This is bad. This is adding all the instability in the world. He's heading right towards it. So. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy tonight. So we'll keep an eye on him and see those beautiful structures in which we're probably gonna see all day. Any new severe? Actually, we do have a storm chaser on this storm here. So let's take a look at him. It's not going to be good. Yeah, no, it's not going to be good for North Dakota here. It's going to be really bad. Wow, look at this storm. That storm's beautiful. That storm's something really photogenic there. And the base of the storm is pretty good right now. It's nothing terribly concerning here. Oh, my thing is definitely glitching out again. Hold on. I have an idea here. I need to get on here. I need to search up weather-wise again. Hopefully my computer's not glitching out, or I might need to leave early here. This happened once every year. Alright, we're getting back in it, guys. Sorry. It happens sometimes. I don't know why. It's annoying. So since we refreshed it, it should be all good to go? I don't know. Yep, it's better. Okay. Anyways, whoa, oh, hello? Dude, it's so laggy right now, I don't know why. What is going on? How are you? Oh. So, why is it so laggy? What? Hello? Why is nothing working? Is my computer like, is my camera on? Is that why? Oh, I want to turn that off. Can I like, okay. You see how much better that made it? That's, uh, so Brandon Montgomery is in this. Yeah, now it's better here. You can see the base is really well defined here, and it's already getting worse as we speak here. Broadus, it's weak in DBZ, but it's spreading out more now. That means it's getting to a more severe point here. If you live in Ekalaka, best case scenario is happening. We're not getting it. We're just gonna get hit by some heavy rain. That's it. And some lightning. So just generally like a normal thunderstorm, just not the hits you would see. Um, so if you live in Mino all the way down to Gillette, be prepared the whole day. All right. I mean, I Gillette. I personally think your severe threat is much lower than perhaps Dickinson and Mino and Brennard, but we still have that particularly dangerous situation watch. So it's nothing to mess around with for sure. And again, that moderate risk is nothing to mess with. So it's not just today we're looking out for. And I won't be able to go live tomorrow because I have a concert tomorrow, and it's not that bad. Alright, it's generally nothing that bad. Tomorrow it's just a 2% tornadoes. It's nothing that bad. Day 3, okay, on Tuesday, we might be live here, as this might be upgraded again to a moderate risk for Mino again, so we're going to get double smacked here. Devil's Lake, Grand Forks, Jamestown, Aberdeen, Fargo, and Bemidji, those areas, and Wrinkler. Those areas in the United States and maybe some Canada will get hit hard. Yep, they just issued a new severe thunderstorm. Let's read that. This is for here. Ekalaka, you're not in it, so don't need to worry. 1.5, again, it's the same thing that's been happening. 1.5 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Nothing to be too concerned about here, but it's something to just watch. Alright? Put that's much better. That's me. Sorry, guys. So, Broadus. Where's Broadus? Yeah. You can already see what I'm talking about better here. We have these 3 discrete supercells that are going to conjoin into one big line later on tonight. And it's going to be bad here. That's why I'm extremely concerned for lots of severe precip and winds here. That's why we need to be really prepared. Alright, Billings. How are you doing in Billings? Yeah, we're about to get hit by the strong storm here. I honestly don't know why this is not severe warming. I mean, you can tell it's literally strong in Billings. Billings is in a marginal to TTSM. But yeah, it's all Billings is getting hit right now. And then just this storm's definitely weakening. So and then up here, is there like another bow echo? I don't know what's going on. Just forget that part for now. So currently, it's gonna be a weird day because this does not look like a boec at all, but it's all gonna conjoin into one line. Alright? And that's something we need to be really prepared for and on emergency alert mode for, I guess you can say. Bismarck, definitely be prepared here. I honestly don't know why they had this or Gillette. I mean, it's really you're not gonna get anything. So don't worry about Gillette, you're not getting anything. So if you live in Canada. Oh, we got our first blimp. Yep, we got our first blimp in Carlisle here. Let's look at Brandon Kopic. Oh, he's not working, but we can look at Corey Gherkin, at least. Well, we can start to see something bubbling up a bit. Nothing too shocking right now, but definitely something to watch here, as we go forward. Alright, y'all. Or no, alright, guys. Sorry, I've been watching Ryan all y'all a lot. The sun is really shining, so we're adding a lot of instability in the air. But you can see where the boundary is, this line right here. That's where the cumulonimbus field is, or cumulus field is. And we are already starting to see some showers and storms developing. We'll see how those play with the environment. Alright, here. If you live in Broadus, you are about to get hit in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Be in shelter. The storm is definitely weakened a bit on reflectivity, but the, winds are still up there with this storm, okay? Again, just south of Ekalaka, inch and a half hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Eccleston, inch and a half hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds here. Again, Brandon Montgomery has a clear view of the base. Wow, he's getting hit by hail. He's getting hit by some stones. So that's not good. When I mean by stones, I mean hail. Hope you know that. Well, I mean, they just issued a special weather statement for the dying storm. Maybe it's weakening, or maybe it's strengthening again. We'll have to see here. I don't know. It doesn't really look too strong right now. But this billing storms here, personally, is really shocking me. So if you live in Lockwood, in the suburbs here, Hurst, and in Bowtown, you need to be in your safe spots, alright? If you live... Again, we have that tornado watch in Springfield. This is the main line we're going to need to watch for. Anything else happening in the country right now before we go back there? Absolutely nothing here. How's that Canada storm doing? I haven't checked in a couple minutes. Still weak, but it's bubbling up. So definitely get some progress. Wow, you can tell this is going to be a bad day up here. I mean, just take a look at this. Crazy. Just something unbearable. And there is, I'm not going to say this is a true possibility today, but there is definitely a big chance, alright? And we're all going to say this together. This is going to be like, we're all going to say this together. August 2020, okay? But for North Dakota. Specifically August 10th, 2020 for North Dakota, alright? Because it's going to repeat all over again. Because this is how it started in South Dakota in 2020. And it moved into Iowa with 100-mile-an-hour winds, alright? In fact, this might be even worse. We'll just have to see here. Again, it's not going to be as long tracked as the 2020 derecho was, but it's going to be all the way up into Winnipeg. So, I'll be alive until this storm crosses the border into Buffalo, South Dakota. So yes. Yeah, this storm is looking really bad in Billings. I mean, Billings is getting slammed. Wow. Dude, why is there not a severe thunderstorm on this? That's crazy. Well, if you live in Hardin, you definitely need to be watching out for this storm right now. I don't know why you don't. That's stupid. That's so stupid here. Well, you can see the storm is starting to extend. See this line right here, guys? This is the winds, and they're going to start ripping. So if you live in Ekalaka, you're going to get hit by this band. So even if you miss this band, don't get your hopes up. Because another storm is coming. unfortunately for you, Ekalaka. I mean, there's kind of another storm developing behind it, but this is the main storm. So, yes, Jaden Pappenheim is White Earth. Okay. Blue skies, again, adding more instability for derecho storms. Alright? I don't know how to say it. Derecho storms. This is a crazy day, guys. 20 more minutes until we get off the live, unless it conjoins to a line, which I highly doubt that's going to happen in 20 minutes. But, again, if we get 110-mile-an-hour winds, we'll be live again, alright? I really want to go live for 110. But if it's up to 100, then maybe we'll go live when it hits 100-mile-an-hour winds. We'll see, I don't know. But this live stream is kind of quick overview for the potential setup for today. Plus my voice hurts, so I can't really do too much. Because I've been doing a lot today. Yeah, there's a lot. What does the satellite look like? Oh, gosh. It's not this. I'm not saying oh no for this, but look at, oh my, that's a lot of sun. That's a lot of, instability for this storms to work with here. And something that's concerning is this little appendage hook here. That's a little weird. And then we have this line. This is going to be another area to watch for another 80 to 100 mile an hour. No, another 80 to 100 mile an hour windstorm potentially. But these storms are really getting severe here. Down. We already have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings already. So that's something to really watch out for. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm just looking here. Wow. I mean, today in New England, we really have nothing to worry about. Other than maybe some showers in Boston. They're kind of like swirling back. So this is something kind of weird today, guys. Might be a mini damaging wind threat here. This is actually very interesting. This is going to move all the way into Providence, New London, and down south into Brookhaven here. This is something, honestly, something very interesting. Something I haven't seen in a very long time here. Like west to east motion or east to west. That is really weird and rare to say the least here. All the models have been picking up on it. Again, I don't know if it's gonna get into Connecticut or into Providence. We'll have to see here. But it already is some damaging winds, up to 50-mile-an-hour winds in this. So I would definitely be prepared here because this is the backdoor cold front. So it's moving back into Boston, that's for sure. That's what we need to watch out for. Just for New England. Just for New England. Everything else, nobody. We're good. Alright, let's get back into focus mode here. Nothing happened yet. So, again, we have a storm developing here. Again, Waterston City. And we have this storm might be severe soon. Honestly. I mean, these storms are really starting to develop here. They're starting to congeal a little bit. But they're getting more messy and non-linear right now. So we're more bubbly. It might be indicating that storms are just trying to develop here. So, guys, I am going to get off the live stream in 5 minutes because I need to eat dinner. Alright? And usually my live streams are quick, up to an hour or 50 minutes. They're not too long. Just because I might get bored after a while. I mean, if we had a destructive severe thunderstorm, I'd be going crazy all over it right now. But right now we do not have that. So, I mean, yesterday in Pennsylvania, we actually did have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, in which I thought was crazy. I did not expect that actually. That's gonna be some. We actually had a derecho yesterday. It's called the Pennsylvania derecho of 26. If you want to search that up. Uh, is this a hook, or am I just tweaking out here? Oh, wait a minute. Have we not been? We have not been paying attention, guys. What is a closer radar? No, right here. This is closer. But wow, this is some hook. There should be a tornado warning on this. There should be a tornado warning. All right. It's not when we're tornado warnings are issued. That doesn't mean we have a tornado on the ground. That means tornadoes in this storm are definitely possible, maybe even certain. Because at 50% chance when you get a tornado warning, a tornado pops out of it. So yes, we have some hook right here. This is going to be heading towards Route 222. You might be even at or 223. Thank God Eklaka missed this, or else we'll be staying live longer, definitely. Again, Broadus, you're getting hit right now with 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds here. And Billings just got issued another special. This storm is just getting. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just so confused right now why they do not have a severe thunderstorm warning right now. This doesn't make sense. Look at this bow. Like, I don't understand why they're not. Yeah, they're dude, look. Why? Well, that's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's just wrong. If you okay, just take this as a severe thunderstorm warning, okay? I mean, I don't know why they haven't done it yet. I've been hooting and hollering about the storm all day, and I don't know why they're not. This is something wild. This is wild. Hail too. I mean, look at those DBZ rates. Wow. Wow, 72 DBZ. Wow, dude, that's crazy. That's black on radar. On my radar, that's for sure. How is Canada doing before we leave here? We're gonna have to leave in like any minute now, so. Yeah, we're starting to see some storms develop. They're just not that big. Up here we have some storms developing, but they're just not that big. Yeah. Alright guys, if you have any last questions, you can send that in. But other than that, nothing's gonna happen for the next little while here. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for 1 3/4 size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds coming towards Buffalo. All right, but generally this is not really a town; it's just a road here. But and other than that, guys, have a great day here. I will see you potentially on Tuesday and maybe an emergency live stream like I've done in the past. Some live streams, unexpected dangerous tornadoes. But this might be an unexpected dangerous derecho. Um, so if we get a 100-mile-an-hour wind report, then we'll definitely go live. All right. But other than that, I want everyone to have a great day and see you later, guys.